Okay, so I'm working on my house today, kind of a little project update. I was working on the chimney a little bit more. So what I was doing, there was no way to mount a chimney cap. So I kind of just made one out of concrete. So I'll go up there and show you guys kind of what I did. All right, so once I remove this little mold that I made, I'm gonna have to mortar it so no water gets into the chimney anymore. And all I really did was get some of that foam for garage doors, use some Gorilla Tape, and first I filled it up to a little bit about under the top. Then I put this mold on, and then I poured the rest of the concrete. So once I take it off, I'll show you guys, and hopefully it looks as good as I hope it does. All right, so the chimney, I have the mortars drying right now. I still need to sponge it. This is the concrete I poured so I could bolt the chimney cap onto it, 16 by 16. And you can see down there how nicely it flowed up against the wall. So yeah, it filled, look at that, it filled all those little imperfections and stuff. Very nice. All right, so I was working on the ECU. I found another trace that was burnt out, put it in. It's running a little bit better. I think another, maybe another capacitor maybe burnt out or close to be going bad. It's pretty dark right now, but I was working on it, and then I found that trace that was bad. So it's definitely idling a lot better than it was. But I mean, when you rev it, it still has a miss. So obviously, I mean, I wish I had a video from before, but it's definitely running a lot better than it was. So I still think I need to work on some of the resistors and some of the capacitors, and maybe clean up that area on the board, maybe make a sub board to go in there. But so you can hear it has a miss still. So I may end up ordering another ECU, or I might do something else. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it, because it's such a pain to actually have to keep diagnosing this whole capacitor circuitry issue. But so the only other issue is that there's so many different versions of those ECUs, and that one doesn't have the correct numbers on the cover. They're all worn off. So actually being able to get a ECU would actually be kind of a pain, because I'd probably order one, it wouldn't work, have to order another one. I wouldn't want to have to order a bunch of them. I might as well just go like standalone or something like that. I just got done cleaning the rear seats for the SC300. A lot of people were talking about how I'm out of breath all the time. So I'm like filming this right after I just got done scrubbing this. Probably why I'm out of breath is because I usually pick the camera up right after I was doing something pretty, I don't know, pretty intense. You gotta like pretty much scrub it and stuff like that. So, I mean, I probably need to do some cardio and everything, because I really haven't done anything like that in a while. I mean, I work on my house and do that stuff a lot, but I mean, it's still not cardio, even though it's like climbing up and down ladders and stuff like that. But especially talking after you have been like leather cleaning and like scrubbing leather seats to make them nice again. Especially, I'm surprised that the SC300 had such nice leather. Both driver seats and the rear seats were very like nice as they were. I just pretty much leather cleaned them and applied some conditioner. So now they look really fresh. I'll probably end up doing the same thing to the front seats. And I know the driver's door panel I need. I think the only reason that I need to get a driver's door panel is because they put speakers in it. And I don't think the person that had this car really knew how to, wasn't very mechanically inclined, didn't know how to work on much. So, man, yeah. definitely out of breath, but that's mostly from scrubbing and now I'm like rambling. So yeah, I mean, I plan on the SC300. I want it to be like a really nice street car. The 3000 GT is also going to be like a four-wheel drive, like all-wheel drive street car, but it's not going to be like a strip drift car. I really do like to keep interior in my street cars. I know a lot of people have been going the opposite direction for years and stripping every bit of interior out that they can. But, you know, when you have a JZ in there, and I plan on putting down 400 something horsepower on the stock ECU, you really don't have to worry about full interior once you have that much power. I mean, really, unless you're going to the drag races and you're planning on setting consistent times down at the drag races, and your main goal is to be the fastest car at the drag races, you like full interior really doesn't matter if you're not going to do that. So 400 something horsepower stock ECU, just like Trevor's drift car. It's not VVTi, but I mean, once I'm planning on actually tuning it with something a little bit better and turning the boost up with that Borg Warner after it's all said and done. And that will be, I think I'm going to stop at 750 or 800. I really think that that's probably way too much for the street. And stock interior, like full interior car, isn't really going to matter at all. I'm going to definitely have a harness bar in it and probably some aftermarket seats. I have some bride seats at my grandma's house that I just have stored there. They are knockoffs, but I have a real set that are for my original coupe, which I was thinking about today. I should probably put this 2J into my original coupe instead of the SC300, but you know, that's a swap kit and all this stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, the SC300 has a JZ in it already. I may put a standalone in it since that ECU is bad. I'm trying to the best I can to fix it. I'm pretty electronically inclined. I did I did work for Cummins as an engineer, electrical and mechanical engineer, so I mean, an ECU shouldn't be that difficult, but after the board and the traces get burnt off and you can't pull up schematics for, like when I worked at Cummins, I could pull up the board schematics and see where the traces were supposed to be and stuff like that. But this Toyota isn't going to give me the schematics for their stock ECU. And if they did, I'd probably send it off to China and have them reproduced because they're such a horrible design. So, you know, the ECU's back into the car. It does run it. It runs it a lot better than it did. I think there's still maybe a failed capacitor or a capacitor that is most likely on the verge of failing. That's why it is running. I mean, it runs a lot better than it did when I got it. I mean, it starts up, it idles. It just, when you start to rev it, a mist comes on. And I'm sure if I drove it under load, it would have a miss. So there's no reason to hurt an engine because I know the ECU is faulty and bad. So I'm going to, I don't know. I could either go two ways. I could go buy a $150, $250, $300 stock ECU from a forum, Japan, wherever. Or I could spend $800, maybe $1,000 on like an ECU master, some standalone ECU that I could use in between the 1J and the 2J and not have to worry about like the whole standalone stock ECU failing. Like, what am I going to do if I get another stock ECU and it has bad caps as well? That would pretty much just eliminate the ECU issue, and they have plug-and-play harnesses. So I really want to get the 1J running in the car just so I could drive it for a little bit, because that would be fun. I'll probably adjust the coilovers because who knows how they were set up. The person that obviously put all that stuff in, I mean, I don't know who it was, but it just seems like they weren't very mechanically inclined just from the JZ swap and all the other parts that are swapped in the car. I mean, the JZ is in the car, but it's not in the car like centered. It is like it literally is crooked in the engine bay. So I need to loosen the engine mounts, lift it up a little bit, recenter it as well before I even want to drive it any substantial amount, because who knows, because it's like it's in there cocked. So I mean, good deal. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad deal. I definitely got a really great deal. I'm pleased with the car, and most of the interior I'm really pleased with how clean the car actually is. I mean, it has faded paint and stuff like that, which is what you expect from a car that's almost 25 years old. But the leather in it is definitely very nice still. It's like night and day between the VR4, what I had to do to bring the leather back in the VR4. But at the end of the day, there's some damaged components. The door panels are damaged probably because when they replaced the speakers and the stereo and stuff like that, they damaged those. I don't know if I have to replace a dash, because when they pulled the stereo bezel, it looks like the dash is kind of, I don't know if it's the dash that's messed up or if it's another piece of trim, but you know, there's little things here and there that I'm going to want to replace. If I do end up replacing a dash, I really want to convert the car to like a full black interior, because I know they're very desirable in SCs. A lot of people do that change to them, and the full black cars were like very expensive. But at the end of the day, black is a lot easier to keep clean. The seats I'm going to be putting in there, the brides are black. There's no reason to put different, like, and black carpet is usually a lot easier to keep clean than that tan carpet, even though the tan carpet is in very good condition as well. It's just a preference. So if I come across a black interior, I'm going to put it in the car. Also, another thing is I need to find, if anybody that's watching this has or knows of some stuff, I need the manual clutch pedal conversion stuff. I need that center like bezel shifter, manual shifter trim, and whatever you need to manual convert an SC is pretty much what I need. I don't need a drive shaft. I don't need like any of that stuff, because I'm going 370Z transmission. That arrived today. I just didn't go pick it up. And what else? What else? Oh, also something that happened today. I do a lot of engineering and designing of like VK parts and stuff like that. So McKinney, like I think it's the dad or something, private messaged me on Facebook, because I have my page for engineering on Facebook. I mean, I haven't really done anything on it for a little bit, because I've been so busy with like projects, SEMA, YouTube, cars, house, all that stuff that's incorporated. I need to, for Black Friday, I'm going to be buying like, I don't know, I need to get, I'm going to get a new like motherboard, processor, and video graphics card for Black Friday, so I can have a really good rig to do SolidWorks again. I'll probably purchase a version of SolidWorks 2018, so I just have the ability to be able to design again. And then I also need to, I'm going to get wheels and coils for the VR4, probably a maybe like standalone for the SC300, but we'll see. And I also have to get tires for the wheels for the VR4. But I mean, Black Friday is a really good opportunity to, like, people say tax season, but Black Friday, like, everything is pretty much discounted. And then for my LS240, I need to get engine mounts, some Sicky engine mounts, because the kit I got had S14 ones instead of S13. So I'm pretty much going to buy a whole nother kit, because it is cheaper to buy the whole kit. And then I'll just swap my S14 mounts into the kit and make it an S14 kit instead of S13. And then just end up selling that, just so I can get those mounts, which is kind of, I mean, they told me, I called them and they told me $900 for some mounts, when you could buy the kit for like $1,400. So that come with the mounts, the pan, the drive shaft, and all that other stuff. So I mean, that's kind of disappointing, but I'll do what I have to. I really want that car to run, and when I go to Oklahoma in a few weeks, I will have the title in my name finally for that car. The whole deal was I have to go to Oklahoma to get the title in my name and spend like $300 or so to do it. Well, it's actually registering in Oklahoma as well. So, and then, but I don't know. I'm just kind of telling you guys some more about my projects. I did work on my house a little bit today, and that's in this video. So that was nice. My chimney is pretty much almost done. I just am waiting for the cover from eBay I ordered to keep the rain out, and then my fireplace I'll be able to do the brick and stuff because no water will get in it anymore, and then I can actually have fires in my fireplace. And then yeah, so I also coming in the mail, I ordered the bolts for the VR4 for the hubs finally. I've been really procrastinating that. On Black Friday, something else I'm going to order for it is the rear steering delete kit. I ordered that like quite some time ago from Ninja Performance, and then I literally waited months and never heard anything from the guy, and I was like, well, I'm just going to cancel this. So I sent him an email and I was like, hey man, haven't heard anything from you, what's going on? And then he just literally sent my money back, which was like cool, but it wasn't cool because I really needed the rear steering delete kit because I want to drive the car. So I mean, and then I also had the bolts ordered from him. So I pretty much ordered a whole nother set of bolts, and I need to order the steering delete kit from maybe 3SX or somebody like that on Black Friday. Hopefully they have some sales too. And I don't know. I have a lot of stuff I need to order to get some projects finished. So I mean, I need to get my house done. I'm planning on sanding the wood floors maybe next week after I do my fireplace. Wednesday I'll have my fireplace chimney cap thing, and then I could do all the bricks in there. Once all that's done, I could do the wood floors in my house. I'll pretty much move my couch and my kitchen table and my bed and everything out of my house, and then get all that stuff out of there, get all the doors off the hinges, then sand and refinish the wood floors, seal it, let it sit for like 4 days, and then put all the doors and everything back on, and the house will some trim, and then pretty much my house will be ready to go. And I can't wait because I'm really excited to move pretty much on the next stage, and that would be having building a house that has like a nice sized, probably a little bit, maybe two of the shops in size for my shop, probably not as tall. I'll maybe have like one bay that's as tall as the shop is in here, whatever, 14 feet, so I could pull a truck and a trailer in. But other than that, I'm getting pretty excited because it's been so much work to get my house to the condition it's in. It's a really old house from the 1900s. I mean, so much work. I can't even explain how much work I've done to it. If you've been following along and everything, it's been a lot of work. So I'm just happy to get past that and start on. I mean, building a new house would have been so much easier than all the work I did on my house, just because of the age and everything, the deterioration over time, 1900s house. I mean, yeah, so I think I am done rambling to you guys today. Hopefully you liked the video, like the SC300 videos. You'll see some VR4 videos coming up, and some JZ videos, boosted videos. I mean, I'm gonna be trying to do daily vlogs again, which is really, I don't know. It's almost it's pretty hard to do daily vlogs. Just the filming and stuff, and some days not actually having as much stuff to do. And when I end up helping, because I help Trevor a lot, I mean, I don't film any of the stuff that I do with Trevor because he films it. There's no reason for me to film it. Let me know if you guys like the whole way I'm going with the videos, and I'm going to start doing daily vlogs. Let me know what you think of the SC300 project and the VR4 project, And you know, all the projects that I have, I mean, my house project is, I'm pretty pumped that that's almost done. And I'm pretty pumped that I've reached 5,000 subscribers, and hopefully it keeps climbing up. Thanks to you guys for that watch and like support me and like my videos. I mean, I like doing what I like to do, but I also like that you guys like what I'm doing. If you like the videos, subscribe and comment below, and see you guys next time.